Hello everyone, I'm Stephen Weigand. Welcome to BODHI. This is my brother Chris. Welcome to our 75 to 196 minute strong power vinyasa flow yoga class. So without further ado, where do you think we're going to start today? He probably thinks we're going to start on our backs, but we're not going to start on our backs today. I'm changing it up. Please come into forearm plank. Yep, so if you prefer to do this version, right, where you lace the fingertips, that's totally cool. If you're okay with the arms shoulder distance, make sure they're shoulder distance if you're doing this version so that the elbows aren't doing this, okay? Keep them in like train tracks, shoulders right up over the elbows. Don't worry, you're on the clock already. I'm watching the clock. Okay, so whichever version is cool. Now, once you've got whatever version you got, press your ulnar wrist points down. Yep. Scrub your elbows back towards your toes. And scrub your toes towards your elbows. I didn't do my full articles of articulation. Lisps could happen tonight. They might. I'm just going to keep saying things as he does forearm plank. But remember, as you're in forearm plank, to connect to the breath. Okay? So the smooth and steady inhale and exhale. Let's go 5 count on the inhale. And then 5 count on the exhale. You're already 1 minute in. Drop your hips just a touch lower. That's it. Making sure that the shoulders are stacked right up over the elbows, which Chris has got happening here. Now try to turn your biceps on. Flex those biceps on. Yep. So you got a little thing happening there so it's not loosey. Try to get it on. Squeeze the elbows towards each other and then press the ulnar wrist points down again and then reconnect to the breath. It is a meditation here. Stuff is going to come up. When it comes up, allow it to come up and continue breathing through it. Confront the fear, confront the obstacle with your breath. So that if your body really says, I need to back off, that you do that with connection. If your body's like, no, I can hang in there even though my mind is going through this resistance, then you do. You allow the resistance. He's feeling it, I know, I can see it. He's doing great. You're close to 2 minutes. Keep breathing in and out through the nose, and rather than keeping track of time, keep track of breath. Try like 10 to 12 more breaths. You're 2 minutes in, we're going 3 minutes. And when you think you can't do it, if that comes up, you breathe and go there again and trust. And if Chris has to come down, that's okay too. Moment to moment. Going to your edge and breathing. Not overdoing it, not over pushing it, going to that place where perhaps there's fear, where perhaps there's stuff that's coming up. And then you re-engage, drop your hips a little lower. That's it, pull your heart a little further forward. Coil the spine forward. You're doing great. And then reconnect to the breath. This shit ain't easy, I know. You're doing great. Moment to moment. That's all you ever have to do. Even when everything is fired up. Even when the mind is racing at you. Like, when the hell are we going to get out of this thing? Don't worry about it. Breathe. You got this. I have faith, total faith and trust that you got this. 8 more seconds. Hips a little lower. That's it. Heart a little further forward. Ulnar wrist points down. Yes. Hips a little lower. Thighs a little higher. Yes. Take 1 more breath. Walk the feet up just for a second in dolphin and then child's pose. Drop the knees down. That was amazing. Did you enjoy that instead of doing the core work? Did you feel a little bit of core work there? That was amazing. Okay, from there, let's come up to your hands and knees unless you're done with class and you're turning us off now. If you are, adios, have a great day. If you're wanting to chill for a little bit longer, child's pose is fine. Otherwise, squeeze the wrists in, squeeze the forearms in. Separate your feet just a little bit wider. Yeah, actually, from here, I want you to lift the tops of the feet up for just a moment and then like karate chop them down. Press the tops of the feet down, press the baby toes down, and then inhale, scoop your heart forward. Nice. Exhale, tuck the chin and dome through the heart. Yes, lift. Nice. And then again, inhale, lengthen forward. And then exhale, tucking around. I realized about, and you can carry on about 3 more rounds by yourself. About 45 seconds in, I was trying to be a jokester, and I realized that my jokes weren't going to be funny. So I went serious on you. Good. Press the tops of the baby toes down again. Yeah. And just go with your breath here. Once you've completed 5, we'll meet you in the extended version. No rush. Good. And then from there, let's have you uncurl your toes, lift your knees just an inch up off the ground. Pull the shins back towards the heels, nice. Lift the side waist, lift the side neck, find the breath. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work, very nice work. Especially when something like forearm plank gets thrown at you right in the beginning, it can throw the mind, into a very uncomfortable place. And so, of course, if that's what happened, you can walk the hands all the way back towards the toes. And put a little bend in the knees, you can grab opposite elbows. Like we talk about in here, it's just the opportunity to have compassion with yourself and be light with yourself in the face of something that's really hard. Because we're purposefully trying to push those buttons so that stuff does come up so that we can retrain your responses to when life throws you something that's unexpected and when you want to curse at me and tell me that I'm a complete shitface, which I totally understand. He tells me that all the time, right? Shitface. It's okay, I can be a shitface. But you use that energy into the pose to be more creative and expressive through that rather than to react or to turn it inward. From there, release the hands down and walk it all the way forward. Inward meaning that you use the judgment on yourself and you resist, which takes vital life force. We want to get it out of resistance and into connection and creation, move it forward. Inhale, plank pose, glide the shoulders all the way over the wrists into top of a push-up. From there, let's go ahead and set your knees down. Shift the weight forward about an inch, squeeze the elbows in. Good, keep them in, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Hold there for 1, 2, elbows in more, 3, press it all the way up, 1, 2, 3, good. And then again, lower, chaturanga halfway, squeeze it in, hold, 1, 2, 3, press it all the way up. You got it, one more like that, here we go. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga, elbows in, collarbones broad, and press it all the way up. Good, regular plank, and then downward facing dog. Walk it all the way back. You can walk the hands all the way back to the feet again. Once you get there, you can grab opposite elbows, the other opposite elbow, or you can slide the hands under the soles of the feet. Nice. Whew, that looked hard. That actually made it hard for me looking at how hard it was for you. Yeah, I think it's just you and me again. I think people tuned out at the minute and a half point of forearm plank. From there, release the hands down. Let's walk it back to downward facing dog. We're going to go lion's breath here. Nice big inhale in through your nose. Exhale, let it out. Ah! Good. Take a few breaths here in down dog. So hollow your armpits. Think about working the back of your forearms forward towards the front of the mat. Very nice. Now from there, pull the front ribs into the back ribs and then wrap the triceps and the upper outer arms in towards there you go, midline. Little slight bend in the knees, lift the hips up and back, keep that lift in the belly. Nice. Down dog ain't no resting pose, right Chris? It's no joke in my opinion. Nice big inhale again, in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Good. Rock and roll time. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over the wrist into top of a push-up. And then come all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Lift the right leg all the way up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Good. Knee higher. Good, shoot it all the way up and back. Three-legged dog. Pull the knee all the way into the nose. That's it. Look a little further forward. Shoot it all the way up and back. Seems easy, right? Pull the knee all the way into the nose. Lift the knee a little higher. Extend it all the way up and back. Good, pull the knee all the way into the nose. Nice, pull the knee higher. Nice, now look forward, listen up. This time, shoot the leg back to three-legged plank, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it up to plank, pull the knee all the way to the nose. Good, shoot it all the way back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Good, press it up to plank, pull the knee all the way to the nose. Good, shoot it all the way back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it up to plank, pull the knee all the way to the nose, shoot it back, chaturanga. All the way back up, nice work. Stack it up, Vashisthasana. Right foot on top of the left foot. Woo! All right. If that is too much for you in Vashisthasana here, you go ahead and set the left knee down. That's totally cool. Trying to keep the hips stacked. And most importantly, within the transitions, within everything, attending to your breath so that you stay with yourself and not just try to push through the transitions, that you're going through the transitions. That's it. Nice. Now reach the top arm all the way out over your head. Work the top pinky finger down towards the floor as you lift the left ribs a little bit higher. Nice. That's it. Good. And then from here, just rotate onto your toes, reach your right arm forward and lift your left hip and left ribs up, then maybe the left foot lifts up. Yes. One arm, one-legged plank pose. Lean a little bit further forward into the knuckles or the fingertips, whichever one you got down. Nice, Chris. That's it, buddy. Now from there, pull the left knee to the back of the left tricep muscle, but lean a little bit further forward into those knuckle fingertips. Yes. Now shoot the leg all the way back, release the right hand down, keep the left leg up, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it all the way up to plank, and then downward facing dog with the left leg lifted. From there, pull the knee all the way to the chest. Good. Extend the leg all the way up and back. Nice and easy, pull the knee all the way to the chest. Extend it all the way up and back. Nice, outer left hip lifts a little bit. Good, pull the knee all the way to the chest. Extend it all the way up and back. Awesome. Pull the knee all the way to the chest. Yes, good. Look forward. Shoot the leg back, three-legged plank, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it all the way up to plank, pull the knee all the way to the chest. Yep, shoot it back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Lift it up to plank, pull the knee to the chest. Shoot it all the way back, lower chaturanga. Good, lift it up to plank, pull the knee to the chest. Shoot it all the way back, chaturanga. All the way up, stack the left foot on top of the right foot. Woo! Shit, that is not easy. he's looking at me like, oh my God, are we really going to do any more of this?
Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. Lift the left foot just an inch. Nice. Set the left foot down. Reach the top arm all the way out overhead. Good. Lift the bottom hip a little higher. Lift the bottom ribs a little higher. Nice. Now from there, rotate to your toes. Lift the right hip and ribs as you lengthen that left arm forward and lift the right heel up. Nice. Now a little bit more lift in that right hip and the right ribs. Good, a little bit more into the knuckles, or if your hand's flat, into your fingertips. That's it. One more breath there. Pull the right knee to the back of the right tricep. Keep lengthening forward. Shoot the right leg back. Set the left hand down. Bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Press it all the way up to plank, and then down dog with the right leg lifted. From there, pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot between the thumbs, drop the back knee to the floor, and reach the arms all the way up. Low lunge crescent. Woo! That was a rough beginning. I've never seen your face look like that. It's amazing. It's like a mixture of confused and screw you and like also kind of, I want to cry, yes. That was really sweet the way that you said that. Bring the palms together at your heart and then left tricep to your right thigh. I understand. It makes me want to cry sometimes too. Actually, if you want to cry, that's a compliment to me. That means, you know, bringing stuff up to go through. I laugh, but actually that's definitely happened for me before, even before we've gotten to the seated sequence. I've also puked and done things like that as well. Pull the palms a little bit closer to the heart. Nice. Now you can keep this or uncurl the back toes, lift the left thigh up. I haven't puked in my own class, but Brock's I've definitely had the good. Lift the left thigh even a little bit higher. Work the back heel a little further forward. Yeah. Nice. Like my hands are on your hips, pulling those hips slightly back as you lengthen those left ribs further forward. There you go. One more inhale like that. Nice and easy. Set the hands down to the ground. Now listen up. Pull the right heel towards your tush, towards your right sit bone. Yep. Now tack the knee on the right tricep muscle. Good. Lift it a little higher. Yes. Now take it over to the left tricep muscle. Pull the right shoulder back. That's it, buddy. One more breath like this. Shoot the leg back, bend the elbows lower halfway down, chaturanga. Hold it, set the right foot down, lift the left foot up, press it all the way up to plank, downward facing dog, and then from there pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, drop the right knee down and reach it up, low lunge crescent pose. Awesome. Your face was amazing. I so wish that they could have seen it because it was spectacular. It kind of like broke my heart when you're like, I don't want to cry. Pull the palms together at your heart. Maybe, you know, also felt like a compliment. Right tricep to your left thigh. Low lunge twist. Kind of made me sound jerkish, but Press the right baby toe down. Lengthen the right ribs a little further forward. Nice. Now, if possible, press the left thumb into the right thumb and pull both thumbs a little closer to your heart. Good. If you want a little bit more, you can lift uncurl the right toes and lift the right thigh up towards the ceiling. That's it. Yep. And again, a little more length through those ribs. A little more lift through that thigh. Yeah, better lift of the thigh on this side. Take one more inhale like this. Release the hands down to the ground. Lift the left heel towards the left tush, where the left sits bone. Tack the left knee on the back of the left tricep. Try to get the center of the knee on the skin of the arm. Better. And then lift the knee a little higher towards your armpit. Good. Now shift it over to your right side. Pull the left shoulder back. Yep. Keep pressing into the thumb and forefinger especially. Lengthen them down and forward. Even more. Keep them pressing down and forward as you shoot it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Set the left foot down, roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Good. Keep squeezing the elbows in like you would for Chaturanga. Flip it back over to Chaturanga, and then press it all the way up to plank, and then all the way up and back down dog. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out. Ah! Regular vinyasa. Inhale, plank pose. Glide the shoulders all the way over wrist, top of a push-up. Nice and easy. Chaturanga, lower halfway down. Over the toes, up dog. Nice work. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Looks like you've been working with somebody. Somebody's been refining this. I'm not going to take credit for that. That is not me. That is Krista Cahill. She is amazing. Nice big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Ah! Good. She refines every little micro little movement. Yes. Good. From there, inhale, bend the knees. Look forward. Pause here for a moment. Dome like you would for a scared cat. Yes. Feel that engagement in your ribs. Okay. Now keep that lift. Now look forward between your thumbs. Sink a little lower. And like my hands are on your hips, I'm pulling those babies back. And once I let go, you're just going to pounce the shoulders right up over your wrists. Inhale, lengthen forward. It sounds just like that. And then exhale, fold down to the floor. Circle rise. Take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms together at your heart. Good. Drop the palms down. Circle the arms all the way up. And then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, elongate forward. I'm going to give you the option. You can step it back or you can float it back. He's going to float it back. Nice. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Very nice work. Good, you can hang here for 5 breaths. I'm just gonna demo the jump up real quick. So a lot of times people's arms are kind of drooping down in downward facing dog. So see if you can hollow your armpits, almost like the biceps are in line with the ears. Then you're gonna firm the upper outer arm in this way. And that firming comes from the back really. The back helps to firm that tricep in so that we plug the arm bones all the way into the shoulder sockets. Okay, then we put a little bend in the knees. We get that lift in the ribs so that my core's engaged, my back's engaged. Now I look forward. Oh, a lot of pressure on myself. I better get something. And it goes a little bit slower, okay? And then eventually, something like that. That engagement makes sense? Okay. Now let's try it. Okay, and you're not, again, it doesn't have to pause, and mine didn't even pause for very long today, so you're just looking for, actually a little pause, micro pause, just so that the core is engaged, okay? So I'm gonna walk you through that. You're gonna bend your knees. Actually, you know what, Chris, walk your hands a little bit further forward. Get a little longer dog, yes. Core engaged, yeah. Bend a little deeper and work the heels a little further forward. Yes. Yeah. And now, zoot. I'm trying to pull you back, and at the same time, you're resisting going forward. And then when you exhale, I want you to think of lifting your shoulders over your fingertips. Better? Lengthen forward. And then exhale, fold forward. Circle rise, take it all the way up. Even though your shoulders are really going to go over your wrist, if you think a little further forward, that's usually where it lands you. Did that make sense? And then drop the palms down, recircle the arms, and then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen forward, and then exhale, step or float it all the way back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Nice. Over the toes, up dog. and then all the way up and back to downward facing dog. And actually, even when I was demoing, it's like, I was even reminding myself that I can even firm it in a little bit more with my upper outer arm. So when you firm it in from back here and everything's working in the back all the way into the arms, it makes things a lot harder in downward facing dog, which makes it a lot harder to jump too. So, you know, if you don't nail it, no big deal. Okay, let's try it again. So inhale, bend your knees. Good, now look forward. Now I want you again to think shoulders over your fingertips this time. Exhale and lift your hips all the way up whilst doing it up over the fingertips. Better, lengthen forward as you inhale, and then fold forward as you exhale. Good, circle rise, take it all the way up, and then exhale, pull the palms to the heart. Does that feel a little different?
Better.
Yeah, looked better. Palms drop, circle rise. Exhale, fold, release. Lengthen it out as you inhale. And then exhale, you can step or float it all the way back. Chaturanga. Good. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. And, you know, it brings up fear for sure, like doing this. You know, you're here and you're like, oh shit, am I going to fall over? So you allow that fear, you breathe, and then you just do what you can. Look forward, upper outer arms wrapped in. And and then one day it may just hang for a little bit longer. Inhale, bend the knees, look a little further forward. This time I want you to lift your hips even higher. You can do it, bend deeper. Keep that engagement in the ribs. That's it. And no rush. Whenever you're ready, you lift it all the way up. Lift it, lift it. Yes, lengthen. And fold. Good, circle rise, take it all the way up. And then exhale, pull the palms. You feeling a little bit of a pause? Which I initially was like, no pause, but like, yeah, no, you need a little bit of a pause. Yeah. Drop the palms, circle the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen forward. Good, go ahead and step or float it back, chaturanga. Nice. Yes, over the toes, upward facing dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. You know, and even this time, before you jump up, here, I just want you to just jump a little higher. With the core engaged, just jump. Oh, and then you just might jump all the way up into handstand. I didn't even mean to do that. So bend deeper, and then just, yeah, there you go. Do it 2 or 3 more times. Just get the practice of, yes, exactly. That's where we're going with it. Bend a little deeper and lift up. Nice. Now we're going to add that to you working the shoulders over the wrists. Here we go. Bend the knees. Actually, I'm sorry. Hips over the wrist. Breathe. All right. Lengthen forward and fold. Circle rise. Take it all the way up. And then exhale, palms to heart. But that was good. Like when you were playing with that jump, did you feel a little different? It's good. It's a process. So we got that, and then we'll apply. We got a full class to go, so not to worry. Yeah, so somewhere between an hour and a half and 3 hours and 15 minutes. Circle the arms, rise all the way up, and then exhale, hinge and fold forward. Inhale, lengthen it out, and then step or float it all the way back, chaturanga. Nice, yes. Over the toes, upward facing dog, all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Normally we don't do this many, but we're going to do one more today. Go ahead and come right into it. Bend the knees. And first, again, play with that jumping. Yes, the rib lift is huge. That's so important. So side ribs are lifting, and then just play with it. Bounce up. Yes. Another time. Bounce up. Okay, now I'm right here, so you're not going to flip over. So now your opportunity is to use that bounce with lifting your hips all the way over your wrists. Yes, better. Maybe again, I'm right here. Yeah, buddy. Lengthen forward and fold. I knew we were gonna get it. Circle rise, take it up. That feel better? Yes. And again, like it helps, of course, to have somebody there. You know, those of you who are home, if you have somebody that can help you out, drop the palms, circle the arms. Or a wall. A wall is always somewhat helpful. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen it out, inhale. And step or float it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. I can't really demo how a wall is helpful here, but I will do that for you soon. Big inhale in through the nose. You're like, wait, how the hell does that work? Yeah, I can't really show you right here, but it does. DM me and I'll send you a video. You felt that though, right? Yeah, that was awesome. Was that one of your better ones of your experience?
Best.
Good, best, I like it. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Ah, all right. Okay, a couple breaths here. Let it all sink in. Lift the hips all the way up and back. Nice. And then let's lift your right leg all the way up. Good, pull the knee all the way across to your left tricep muscle. Good, hop the back foot up a little bit and let's go right into it. Kundalini 1. Again, maybe you're just in the setup version with the elbows right up over the wrist. That's just fine. Yeah, buddy, now pull the heart even a little further forward. That's great work. Broaden out through your collarbones. You got this. Couple more breaths today. See if you can kick that bottom leg a little bit more out towards the left. Yes, take the top leg a little bit in towards the midline and pull the heart even further forward. That's the work, brother. Squeeze the wrists in. All right. It's like, nope, I'm done. Vashisthasana, you knew where I was going. That was awesome. I was making you hold that longer than we normally do it. Lift your right foot just an inch up off the bottom one and let's flip this dog all the way over. Good. Yeah. Yeah, that flip dog looks good. Take one more breath like that. Roll the top tricep down. Yep. Good. Now lift the top arm all the way up. Pull the right knee all the way in towards the right chest. Yep. Now from there, set the right hand down. Tack the right knee on the right tricep muscle. Here you go, right into Ekapada Bakasana. Again, if you're just working the setup, maybe the elbows are just over the wrist today. That's plenty challenging. Okay, get a little more into the fingertips, pull the heart further forward, and maybe that'll lift up one day. Zoot, zoot. And then we go right into Warrior 3. Step the right foot down. You can go palms at the heart. Nice. Press the right thigh back. Lift the outer left hip slightly up. Good work. Separate the arms wide apart like wings. Keep this for just a moment. And let's go twisting half moon. Set the left hand down about a foot, 8 inches to a foot out in front of the big toe. I love what Chris does here. He takes the right hand behind his sacrum to feel out that levelization in the hips. It really helps because it can the left hip can droop even just like a little bit, and it makes a very big difference in the support you have in your back for your extension. So once it feels level, you can either keep your hand there or you can reach the arm up. Now pull the heart a little bit closer towards the right side of your yoga mat. Lift the outer left hip again. Again. That's it. Yes. You got it. Take one more inhale. Actually, let's do 2 more inhales since we switched the block. Yep. Now one more inhale. Good. Handstand. Release the hand down to the ground. Nice. Shoulders right up over your wrists. Those of you at home, I'm sure you're like, nope, I'm not doing handstand. Totally get it. Don't do it. Okay. If you just want to watch, it's good education in the watching for sure. So he stacks his shoulders over the wrists. Lean into the fingertips more first, then get the rib lift, then lift it up. Nice. Yeah. There you go. Press the thighs towards me. That's it. Ribs in. All right. Nice work. And you can take it through your vinyasa if you haven't already. Good. Roll over the toes, upward facing dog. Then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice big inhale in through the nose. And let it out, exhale. Good. And here we go. Let's lift your left leg all the way up in the air. Good. From there, pull the knee all the way across to your right tricep muscle. Yeah, maybe hop the back foot up a little bit. Kundalini 1, right into it. Squeeze those elbows in whilst doing it. There you go, buddy. Pull your collarbones even further forward. Your top heel in towards the midline. So back, and then your bottom leg extended out towards the right. That's it. Look a little further forward. Good. Vashisthasana. All right. Dude, you're crushing it today. Totally crushing it. He's like, yeah, no shit. I am. It's good sweat. And you started me in forearm plank, and I did another class before this. No joke. Lift the top foot just an inch up off this, and flip this dog over. Lift the heart up. Nice. Wrap the top tricep down. Good work. Again, in the transitions, how kind are you to yourself? How aligned are you with yourself? What's your relationship with your breath? They're just questions, no judgments. Reach the top arm all the way up. Pull the left knee all the way in towards the left ribs. Nice. Now from there, release the left hand down. Tack the left knee on the back of the left tricep. Hop the back foot up 2, 3, 4 steps. Maybe you just fly right into Ekapada Bakasana, or again, just work that setup with looking back to make sure that the elbows are in like Chaturanga and they're right up over the wrist. Then you look forward. Then you lift it up. For you, Chris, you can go right into Warrior 3. Left foot down. Awesome. Separate the arms wide apart like wings. Lift the belly, lift the ribs. All right, he's already ready to go into it. Twisting half moon. Right hand down. And again, if you need to use that left hand back behind the sacrum to feel the levelization of the hips, you do that. Now karate kick your right heel back towards the back of the mat. Kick into my foot. There you go. Did I say kick into my foot? I meant kick into my hand. Yeah, like here's my foot. Take one more inhale like that. And then nice release. Standing splits. If you want to come into handstand with Chris and I, you're welcome to do it. You just come back to your breath and let the breath be your guide. So there's no rush. Take your time. Lift here. Yeah. More fingertips. Get the rib lift. And then lift the leg up. Just lift it up. There you go. Better. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. All right. Look at that. That's straight. Dude, that was killer. Vinyasa when you're ready. Over the toes, upward facing dog. And then nice and easy all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Take a big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Yeah. Good. Nice. From there, take the right leg all the way up. Pull the knee to the nose, step it down, Warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release the hands all the way down. Step the right foot back, and then lower Chaturanga. Over the toes, up dog. And then all the way up and back, downward facing dog. Nice work. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, Warrior 1. Inhale, we rise it. And then exhale, let it go. Drop the hands down to the floor, step your left foot back, and then lower with control, Vinyasa. Over the toes, up dog. And then all the way up and back, down dog. Good. Take 5 breaths here. And if you need child's pose, you do it. And again, like I was saying earlier, being aware of how kind you are to yourself in the face of challenge and the transitions. You know, because I don't know about you, but I've never really grown much when I'm overly judging myself. It just isn't the best recipe for my version of what success would be, which is engaging the heart, engaging the truth in the heart. And the best way I've found to do that in the practice is to maintain connection with myself through the breath, because the breath doesn't lie. And so we're, again, retraining the system so that the mind can follow the heart can follow the soul, and the soul leads the way. And it's a process, so have patience within it. Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Good. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, you can step or jump it all the way up to the top. Yeah, lengthen forward as you inhale, better. And then exhale, fold forward. Good. Now, for this version of chair, I want you to drop the fingertips by the outsides of your feet. Drop the ribs so they're down on your thighs. Reach the arms all the way back. Yep, stick your butt back. Get more weight into the heels. Yeah, and then now lift the wrists a little higher. The wrists, yes. And then now pull the collarbones a little further forward. Good. Ribs higher, chest lower. Collarbones forward. Nice. Now reach the arms all the way forward, stick the butt back, and then rise up into chair pose. Woof. Shins back. Good. Keep a grapefruit underneath your chin and tip your head back. Widen the shoulder blades out. Then press the heels down, stand all the way up, look up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms to the heart. No joke. Chair pose, sink it down, Utkatasana. And then exhale, fold, release the hands down. Elongate forward as you inhale. Exhale, step or jump it back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Over the toes, up dog. All the way up and back, down dog. Right leg rises up in the air. Good, pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, you're gonna rise it up. On your exhale, release the hands all the way down to the floor. Take it through your vinyasa and we'll meet you back in downward facing dog. It's your pace. And if my pace is too fast, you know to slow down and go with your own. If you're with us, lift the left leg all the way up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose, step the foot down. Inhale, rise it all the way up, warrior one. When you exhale, drop it all the way down. Step your left foot back. We'll meet you in down dog. Take a vinyasa at your pace. Nice, 5 breaths here. Yeah, you can't judge yourself into alignment. It doesn't work. So it's like patience. Chop wood, carry water, have patience with the process. And then ahas happen because you're on your own side. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Take your time with that. Lift to the top. Better. Lengthen and lower. Good. Right into chair pose from there. Utkatasana. Press the heels down, stand all the way up. Look up, touch the palms, and then exhale, pull the palms together. Awesome. Back to chair pose, sink it down, Utkatasana. And exhale, fold forward, release the hands to the ground. Lengthen it all the way out as you inhale. Good work. You can step it or you can float it all the way back. Chaturanga. Good. Over the toes, up dog. And then all the way up and back to downward facing dog. When you inhale, let's have you lift your right leg all the way up in the air. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, rise it all the way up. Exhale, release it all the way down. Your pace, vinyasa, will meet you back in down dog. If you're with us, left leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, warrior one. And exhale, let it go. Hands drop to the floor, step it back to plank. Your pace, vinyasa, we meet you in dog. Up dog is the inhale, and then down dog is the exhale. Good work. Notice if there's more engagement in the arms and the legs. If that's the case, let's try to balance it out a little bit until you feel equal distribution. Okay, now we're going to play with the hop again. So bend your knees really deeper than you normally would. And you don't have to worry about going all the way to the top. I just want you to, from there, just jump up. Yeah. And do it again. And bend deep and just jump up. Nice. Okay, now the thing that disengaged a little bit there is here. So this lifts. Keep the ribs lifted. I'm right here. So this time we're going to go hips over wrists. Bend nice and deep. Even if you don't catch it, who cares? Pull the ribs in. All right. Lengthen forward and fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. How'd that one feel?
Good. I think I pushed my butt out at the top.
A little butt, a little that.
Too much butt.
It's all right. Sometimes, it happens. Press it down, stand all the way up, look up, touch the palms, then exhale, pull the palms together. It's better than too much tucking. You want, and sink it down, chair pose. Shins back a little bit, and then exhale, fold. Because if you do too much tucking, then you don't have the natural curvature in your spine. So we want to encourage that natural curve. Inhale, lengthen it out. Okay, and as you jump back this time, bend the knees. Come high up onto the tippy toes. Okay, before you jump back to that, or for this one, I want you to, or come to where you just were. Okay, so I want you to here shift your hips and butt back. Shift it back, and then walk your hands back. So shifting back. Now keep that lengthen forward into your fingertips. Keep lengthening it back, and then shoot it back. Yep, over the toes, up dog. That feel different? And then exhale, down dog. Because there, we had the natural curve in your spine. So sometimes it feels weird, but you do kind of want to stick your hips and butt out to keep that, because we've, the tucking thing has become normalized. So we want to keep that curve. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Good, right leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, step the foot down, warrior one. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And then exhale, fold, release the hands all the way to the ground. Step the right foot all the way back, plank pose, and then lower slow. Good, over the toes, up dog. And nice, good correction with the outer ankles. Left leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, step it down, warrior one. Inhale, you're gonna rise it all the way up. Good work, exhale, fold, drop the hands down to the floor, step the left foot back, lower with control. Over the toes, upward facing dog, awesome. All the way up and back, downward facing dog, good. Hanging down dog for 5 breaths. If you do need a child's pose, now's a good time. Take a little breather, grab some water, wipe your face off with your towel. We don't have a towel for you, damn it. Sorry about that. It's all my fault. Everything's my fault. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. Somebody's birthday today, isn't it? Dude, usually you're so stoked about birthdays.
It's no one's birthday.
You know what? You don't have to celebrate the birthday, but I might. You can just stay right here, or you can take a child's pose, or you could join us.
It's no one's birthday. It's someone's anniversary.
Oh, it's someone's anniversary. Okay, I should have let you speak. I was jumping to conclusions. I shouldn't have done that. It was very un-yoga of me.
Courage.
And everybody got a little break, so that was nice. Downward facing dog. Someone's anniversary. Wonder how long they've been together. Big inhale in through the nose. Slow exhale out. That's so nice. Anniversary celebrations. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. At the end of the exhale, step or jump it all the way up to the top. Yes! It's better though, you're getting the lift. We can just sink a little deeper in the bend, but not to worry, we'll try it one more time later. Chair pose. Good. We go a little lower, little lower, little lower, little lower. Nice. Now you guys know at home, if you need to take this version of boat, fingertips by the sides, that's cool. You can grab opposite elbows. You can keep it here. Just make forward. Make sure you're forward on your sits bones. I need to always do my articles of articulation and then tip the head back. And then as you tip the head back, get the little grapefruit. Or you can reach the legs forward and we can start to celebrate the anniversary. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale.
Actually, my parents' anniversary.
Oh, it's your parents' anniversary.
Monday.
Oh, how?
29.
29. Okay, I was only going to go to 15, but now we're at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Pause. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. Take the arms out towards the left. Now squeeze your heels towards your tush. Thank you, Brock. And then extend it long. That's 21. Exhale, 22. Exhale, 23. Exhale, 24. Exhale, 25. Exhale, 26. We're going to celebrate more years than they actually. 27, 28, 29. Happy anniversary! Extend it long. 30. Oh, now we're going to roll to the outer left side. Here we go. Exhale. Inhale. Shouldn't have thrown in that anniversary at 29 years. I was not going to make you do that many. Exhale. Exhale. Yep. Exhale, you got it. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Take it back to Ardha Navasana and up to Navasana. Set the feet down. Oh my God, I couldn't even get up. Set it down. Okay, stand all the way up. Exhale, pull the palms to the heart. Oh shit, that was no joke. Woo! I think that deserves, I think we should ohm here. It's a great time for an ohm. Bring the palms to the heart. Oh, that felt so good. Just align body, mind, and soul here with that universal vibe of ohm. So here we go. Nice big inhale in through the nose. Blink the eyes open. Chair pose. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, elongate forward. Exhale, you can step or float it back, chaturanga. That's different with the hips back. Feel it? All right. Where should we go next? Right leg rises up. Pull the knee all the way to the nose. Pyramid pose. Step the foot down between the thumbs, back foot flat, and just hang here for a few. Let everything hang, let the head drop. If you need blocks, of course, use those. You can even come on to fingertips with blocks. Do you need blocks? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, from here, guys, let's have you bring your right hand to your right hip. Firm your outer right hip in. Yep, press the top of your left thigh back. Now reach your left arm forward towards the front of your mat. That's it. Chest a little lower, ribs a little higher. Collarbones a little further forward. Nice. Twisting triangle. Set the left hand down, take the right arm up. You can take the hand outside the foot or inside the foot. Okay, either way, yeah, I like a block myself. And today it may feel good, even though a lot of times we like to make sure that the hips are super level. Today, maybe allow the left hip to drop just a little bit and see how that feels as you reach the right arm up. Okay, usually I work with total levelization here in twisting triangle, but for this particular sequence and some days, it feels a little different, and sometimes it feels nice to allow it to drop because you can open and then twist a little bit deeper. You feeling that? It's like, no, this sucks. I don't like any of it. Okay, now lift the outer left hip. Take the hand to the base of the sacrum and feel the levelization in the hips. Good. Pull the heart a little further forward. Nice. Now from here, release the hand down. Standing splits. Yes, lift the back leg up. Nice. Couple breaths like this. 51 minutes in. How many minutes will the standing sequence be today? What's your prediction at this moment? 52 minutes. 52 minutes. Like, I'm done now. You can step it back to low lunge crescent pose, just for a breath. Drop the back knee down. Now, right into reaching the arms up. Yep. And then, from here, go ahead and fold. Set the hands, the fingertips by the foot, and extend that right leg forward so you're in half Hanuman. Okay? So, first, work the outer right hip in and back. Press the tops of the left foot down and then lengthen the back ribs a little further forward. Now, a couple options. You can use a block like Chris is going to do here. You can go into the full Hanuman, okay, but don't allow your hips to be all cattywampus. Try to keep the hips as level as you can, which is why we pulled that outer right hip back. Okay, you can keep that, or you can take the half Hanuman variation with the palms at the heart, okay, or you can reach the arms all the way up towards the ceiling, okay, or again, you can just hang right here. Nice. A little different, isn't it? Yeah. Maybe walk that left block back a little bit so the, blocks are level. Nice. You're going to take one more inhale like this. Good. Now release it to three-legged dog pose. So release the blocks, set the hands down, shoot the right leg all the way up and back. Good. and we're gonna have some fun with this. So let's see if here we can jump it all the way to handstand. I'll demo first, okay? Hollow out the armpits, pull the ribs in, look forward. You're getting that little bend in the knee, so you get the hop, but make sure that the ribs don't droop. Keep them lifted as you look in between the thumbs, hips over wrists. Oh yeah. And make sound effects the entire time that you're doing it. It makes it so much more enjoyable. Okay, your turn. I'm right here. Get that little bounce. Keep this. Huh? Yeah, nice. Try one more. Hey, that was pretty damn good though. You had the engagement in the belly, right? All right, vinyasa. Fun to play with the little jumps every now and then, just to kind of see where we're at in terms of, well, I mean, but you're doing freaking well. Like, this stuff is hard, getting these engagements and really engaging the core, because most of the times we just jump up with no engagement. So to fire things up and turn things on is a process. Left leg up. And pull the knee to the nose, step it down, pyramid pose. And like that, from my perspective, that was really good. Like even from where you were like 2 days ago, that was different. More importantly, what was your experience? Felt a little different, right? So again, the process, like, and letting in the victories. Because yes, of course, we want to get there. And that's part of the joy of the process. But also let in the victory. So, of course, have intentions, have goals and things, but don't lose sight of how far you've come in this moment in time. That's very important. Now, left hand to left hip. Reach the right arm all the way forward. And then twisting triangle. Right hand down, either inside or outside the front foot. Because my experience is when you let in those victories, it fires up your spirit. It doesn't mean that you lose sight of the intention or that you drop the reins. I've just found that it's like, oh, it feels good when you let things in. It feels good when you have little victories. Spirit gets stoked. It's like, all right, yeah, could do even better next time with the joy instead of the judgment. Very different thing. Nice. Now from there, standing splits. Yep. One is life enhancing, joy. One takes life. One limits the immune system. One limits creativity. One limits expression. We want to connect to joy, of course. Way better. And step it all the way back. Drop the right knee down. Reach the arms all the way up for a moment. And then release the hands all the way by your sides. Come into Hanumanasana. Extend the leg forward if you need blocks. There you go. And again, whatever version you like. If you're just doing the half Hanuman, that's great. If you want to come into the full Hanuman, try to make sure that the hips are as level as can be here. Squeeze that outer left hip slightly back. Yep, and scrub that left heel back towards your right knee. Yep, and then see if you can buckle your hip points. Yes, and lift them up towards your nose. Awesome. That's great. We haven't even done a Warrior 2 yet, and we're 56 minutes in. I don't know what that means, but it's kind of crazy.
Can't be good.
Can't be good. All right. Take another breath here. And then from there, let's go back to three-legged dog, so you can release the blocks, set the palms by the sides, extend the leg all the way up and back. All right. I'm not going to say nothing. You're just going to breathe, have as much fun as you can, and do what you can. That was good, though. Got the core engaged. Now, we just need to lift it up a little more. When you're jumping up to the ceiling, core up, leg up. Better. I'll leave it up to you. We only did 2 on last side. You want to do 1 more on this side? Okay. It's like, no, screw that. Vinyasa. That was great work. Over the toes. When you're ready, up dog. And all the way up and back. Now we're facing dog. Right leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, warrior 1. Good, warrior 2. Heart and hips face towards the left side of your mat. And adjust the feet accordingly, heel to heel or heel to arch. That last jump, that was different. Did you feel that in there? Yeah, it's good. Yep. And as you separate the arms today, maybe let's have you float the palms up for just a moment. Feel the release in the traps. Yes. See if you can keep it, flip the palms back over. Yeah. Trying to balance my arms out here. Soften the traps, isometrically press the palms down. Engage the triceps. Good. Holding it here for just a little bit longer. Isometrically squeeze your heels towards the midline so you've got a little crinkle in the middle of your mat. If it gets to be too much in the shoulders, you can always float the palms up again. Because it shouldn't be in the shoulders. We want it more in the triceps. Back and triceps. Shoulders may feel a little bit, but they're not taking on the brunt of the weight. Back arm down the back leg. Knee a little bit to the right. And side angle pose. Elbow to the thigh, or you can set the hand inside the foot or to a block. You want to block, or are you good? Nice. Yeah, lift here. There you go. Soften here. This goes down the back body. Good. Now sink the front thigh a little deeper. Yep. Press the left thigh back. And then reach the top arm all the way out over your head. Good. And then now you can keep this or add the bottom arm forward to the mix into the extended side angle pose. And he went for it. He questioned it, but he went for it. Good, let's try this. Lengthen this a little further forward. Yes. Great for underneath the chin. Widen this out. Yes! Feel the difference? That's good. Take 1 more inhale there. And then back to warrior 2. Nice work. Windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. 3-legged dog pose. Oh, shit. Bend the knee, circle the ankle. We haven't done that yet, and we're an hour and 1 minute in. Work the left armpit forward. Kundalini 2. Take the right knee outside the right tricep. You can just work the setup, okay? I'll show the setup. Knee outside the tricep. Cut the knee in. Make sure you got chaturanga elbows. More weight into the fingertips. And again, maybe you're just here, or maybe that back leg lifts. Lift the ribs. If you want to kick the leg, you can. But notice how my shoulders drop. Lift the shoulders. Lift the ribs away from the floor. Collarbones forward. Thanks for waiting for me. Nice. Yes. Good, dude. It's the best one I've seen you do. Yeah, shit, yeah, he's flying. Take 1 more inhale here. Left shoulder up a little bit. Left shoulder, and shoot it back. Awesome, dude. I know. Yes. What'd you say? Oh, shit, really? Well, cramp. Want to get some water? I can finish class. Sure? Big inhale in through the nose. Exhale, let it out. Take a few moments here. I can do it. Nice. Reattend to the breath. I think it could be a 97-minute class. Probably not 97, but it's definitely going to be more than 75. Left leg rises up. Pull the knee to the nose, warrior 1. Inhale, rise. And warrior 2, right into it. And again, adjust the feet how it feels good to you. If you want heel to heel arch. Yeah, feel it out. You can set your hands there if you want to take the arms out. And then we'll do that little thing like I was doing last time with the floating of the palms, soften the traps. Then widen your shoulder blades. I'm gonna show you from this angle. So a lot of times they're scrunching back here. Widen this out. And then if the palms are flipped up, flip them over like I'm doing. Press the palms down. Keep widening through the shoulder blades. Keep that little grapefruit underneath the chin. Tip the head slightly back. If you look forward, that's cool too. A few more breaths here. And then back arm down the back leg. Let's reverse it. And then right into side angle pose, elbow to the thigh. Good. Yeah, use a block if you need it inside the foot. Yeah. Sound effects really helped that, didn't it? Yeah. Nice. Now from there, reach the top arm all the way out over your head. From the outer left hip in. Yeah. Nice. Now if you can keep the lift in the left ribs as well as the length, you can add the bottom arm forward to the mix. Yes, if you've got that, zoot, 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 zoot. You look mad. Warrior 2. From there, not done yet. Windmill the hands all the way down to the ground. Three-legged dog. Step it all the way back. Roll the hip open. Circle the ankle. Work the right armpit slightly forward. And here we go. Kundanyasana dos. Otherwise known as Kundanyasana 2. Tack the knee outside the left tricep. Cut the knee into the tricep. Make sure those elbows are over your wrists. Okay? You can work with just the knee bend, or you can kick the leg out. That's it, Chris. Try to extend that left leg even further. Good. Yes, and try to extend this leg to the right. Yeah, that's the right. Now pull the heart forward. Yes, now lift the ribs up. All right, shoot it back, chaturanga. That was no joke. You crushed that, both of them. All right, I'm gonna ask my cohort here. You okay for one more standing set? All right, he wants it. I don't know if I would have done that if I were him, but blame him. Big inhale in through the nose. Let it out, exhale. We're on the train. Let's keep riding it. You're almost there, everybody. Right leg rises up. You're doing great. Here we go. Pull the knee to the nose. Step it down. Warrior 1. Inhale, rise it all the way up. And then warrior 2. Heart and hips face towards the side. Nice. And from here, go ahead and straighten up your front leg. Triangle pose. Set the hand either outside the front foot to a block, or you can set it on the ankle, shin. You want to block? Okay. That feeling. Should have trusted my feeling on that. Yeah. And you can keep a slight little bend in the knee if you're hyperextending. Good. And then if you're with us, look down, step it all the way up into Ardha Chandrasana, otherwise known as the pirate pose. I just made it the pirate pose because it's Ardha Chandrasana. By the way, Jack Sparrow's teaching a class soon, so better check that out. Captain Jack Sparrow, that is. Pirate Captain Jack Sparrow, for those of you who don't know who that is. I'll just keep talking about Jack Sparrow while he does half moon. Bend the back knee, reach back and grab the tops of the foot, Chapasana variation. Press the tops of the foot into the hand. Press the top of the right thigh back. He's going both arms, Chapasana. You don't have to do that. That's definitely more challenging. If you are doing that, make sure that the knee doesn't lift higher than the hip. He's not doing that. I'm just reminding you at home. Press the right thigh back. More right thigh. There you go. Now more rib lift. Good. Take one more inhale here. And half moon for a breath. Release it down. Handstand. Again, center in the breath first. And let the breath lead you up. Or if you don't want to go up, you don't. He did. This lifts. Yes! Yes! That's better lift in there. And take it through vinyasa. Awesome. So again, you let in the victories of the engagement. The full extension of the pose and expression of the pose comes, and it's a process. I've been working on handstand for 10 years. I've still not perfected it. There's always things to do. So have patience and joy in the process. Left leg rises up. Last side, pull the knee to the nose, step it down, warrior one. Inhale, rise it all the way up. Good, and then exhale right into warrior two. And then from there, go ahead and straighten it up. Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Block outside the front foot like Chris has got, or you can set the hand on the ankle or the shin, whatever feels good. I didn't mention, if you need to walk your back foot up a little bit, that's cool too, if that feels better for more supportive reasons. Now wrap the left bicep a little forward. Yep. Good. And then from there, look down, half moon pose. Step the hand or the block about a foot out in front of the baby toe. Firm the outer left hip in and back. Nice. Yes, it's a good looking half moon. Sorry I didn't notice it on the other side. I was too busy talking about pirate pose. Okay, now from there, bend the back knee, reach back and grab the tops of the foot for Chapasana. Or if you fall out, oh well, who cares? You breathe, you come back. It's just a practice. We be light while we focus moment to moment. But again, we do it with attentiveness, not over control. That way we have a sense of humor and can stay light in the face of challenge. Take one more breath here. And half moon pose, full version of the pose. And then handstand. Release it down. Hips over wrist. Lift and kick. Nice. Get that little engagement as you would for the scared cat. That's it, buddy. That's it. You got it. You got it. Yes. Breathe. Yes. Yes. Did you say oops? That was awesome, dude. I was like, why'd you say oops? That was freaking killer. Wow. I saw a lot of improvement and more engagement today. That was killer. That was only a 72-minute standing sequence. All right, let's have you come onto your backs. We'll set up for a little bridge pose. If you want one more vinyasa, you can take it. You do not have to. He's like, I'm not doing any more shit. That was crazy. It was, I know. Do you want blocks for your bridge? Oh, you wanted the sacrum. He wants a supported bridge. I like that. All right. So, like my brother Chris is doing right here, you can take a block underneath your, thank you for readjusting that for me. So you can take a block underneath your sacrum like this. It feels really great. And just a nice chill version of bridge pose. You can take the arms out to the sides if that feels good. Let's just hang here. It's a very good call. I like the supported bridge call. Need it. Need to chill after all that craziness. Take about another minute here. If you prefer to do bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana, the regular style, you're welcome to do that. Take a few rounds if that's the case for you. So if you need to stay here a little bit longer, that's totally fine. Okay, if you are in supported bridge, I want you to lower it one level. So if it was on this level, lower it to this level, just to easily come out. And then you can go ahead and release that block, and then pull the knees all the way into the chest. Give them a good little squeeze. And then from there, let's come into a twist. So we'll drop the knees to the right, head and shoulders roll over to your left. And you want to block for your... No? Okay. And notice if there's any places that are still holding tension. And if there is a place that comes up in your mind or in your body, see if you can just give it infinite space to be there. So you're not trying to push it away. You're not trying to do anything with it. You're not trying to let go. You're just giving it space. You're allowing it. And in the permission of allowing even tension to be there, relaxation comes because there's no resistance. And then you can switch sides. A lot of times, my own experience in the past, when I've had resistance, I've resisted more trying to let go. It's like, well, I need to let go. But if you're holding on, it's very challenging. So if we can give it space, breath, connection starts to happen. Lack of judgment. Judgment is the biggest thing to hold tension in place. To cut off the connection. You can let things be, even just for a moment. Something else may happen. And things may let go in a different way than you expected that they would. Usually that's how it works, or at least that's been my experience. From there, let's unwind the twist, come into a happy baby pose. It's being in the unknown. And so much of the time, our minds are doing everything they can to get out of the unknown, which is really the truth in which we exist, is the unknown. Everything is unknown. I don't even know what I'm going to say now. But the more we can be in that place, the more we're open to spontaneity and energy, life force energy. From there, let's take thread the eye of the needle. If you prefer any other hip opener, a single or double pigeon, that's fine. For Chris, for thread the eye of the needle, you can reach both hands underneath either your left hamstring or knee. Today, let's try working your knee right up over your hip, so just a little touch this way. Yes, now lift the calf a little higher. Nice. Feel just a touch different? It just gives you the right support in your back, because a lot of times if that knee is too far in, it'll compress the low back. And then from that place, once it's stacked, you can even just gently pull. And even it's just like a little pull, and then you'll feel it still in your hip whilst the knee is over the hip. Nice. And then exhale, switch sides. Nice, and then exhale, you can let go from there, and we'll make your way up to a seated position, setting up for Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. You want to block? Okay. So in seated mountain, you're just going to reach your arms up to the ceiling. Let's make sure you're on your sits bones. We did do this sometimes. So the hands just slide by the hips. You lift the hips up and take them back. And then we reach the arms all the way up. Pigeon toe your two big toes together. You got a little scissor in the thighs. And then when you exhale, start to extend forward. Yeah. And then release, hands down. You can just fold for a few here. If you want to extend like Chris, you're welcome to, but if you want to just let go and chill and really fold, you can do that as well. And nice and easy, we'll roll it all the way up. And then one vertebrae at a time, we will roll it all the way down. Setting up for your final resting pose, 78 minutes and 24 seconds in. This is your time to chill and receive some new vital life force energy back. You put a lot into practice today. So take the time to chill out, do nothing. This is your time. Nice big inhale in through your nose and let it out, exhale. Sweet surrender in Shavasana. Start to come back. And we'll begin to wiggle your toes and your fingertips. Let's get nice and long, so reach the arms all the way out over your head. Point the toes forward, reach the arms back. And then from there, hug the knees in. Squeeze them in nice and tight. Drop the knees all the way over to your right side and just pause there for a brief moment. And then when you exhale, press into your left palm and let's have you rise all the way up into a comfortable seated position. Good, bring the palms together at your hearts. Nice big inhale in through your nose. Bowing the head down towards the hands. And then nice and slow, we'll rise it all the way back up. Blink the eyes open. Awesome work. Namaste. Thank you, brother, for hanging in there. Thank you for hanging in there. We do have a pirate that's going to be teaching Sunday, 10:30.